Welcome to What God Can Do Ministries. I'd like to just challenge your mind to think outside the 9 dots, so to speak. You have to think creatively, think wholly. And one of the things that you notice in science, they've made evolution a fact. Darwin didn't. Darwin denied it was possible, but people talk about evolution as though that's the creation. Ask an evolutionist. Well, okay, things can only evolve when they exist. They can't evolve if they don't exist. So when did it start to exist? Now, they have a problem with that. They talk about a big bang. The only big bang going on in the world today is Muslims blowing up people. What I want to point out to you is this. Hey, come on. How did creation come about? And in Ecclesiastes, chapter 1, vanity of vanities, saith the preacher, all is vanity. What profit hath a man of all his labour which he taketh under the sun? One generation passeth away, another generation cometh, but the earth abideth forever. The sun also ariseth, and the sun goeth down, and hasteth to his place where he arose. The wind goeth toward the south, and turneth about unto the north. It whirleth about continually, and the wind returneth again according to his circuits. All the rivers run into the sea, yet the sea is not full. Unto the place from whence the rivers come, thither they return again. All things are full of labour. Man cannot utter it. The eye is not satisfied with seeing, nor the ear filled with hearing. One of the things is about creation. My wife and I stood on the top of Niagara Falls looking down, and the mass of water just going over. And you think, well, surely it'll run out of water. It's just flooding over into this tremendous waterfall. No, it doesn't, because the water returns where it came from. Who put it there? Who laid the course of the sun? Why is it the firmament and the stars they keep in their place? What is it about the whole of creation? Everything in nature speaks of a God of love, a God who planned it all, a wonderful place for man to live on earth. And then sin came in and the fall. But what we have to understand is that lots of people, they try and explain it away with so-called science. It's arrant nonsense. And medicine has become like that, arrant nonsense. They pretend they know what they're doing and kill people more often than not. Everyone's going to die anyway, but I don't want to die in a chemical factory, thank you. They pretend they can cure. They can't. They can mechanically fix things. But in the end, man is very limited in his knowledge. And he pretends. And the very things that God has put in nature to heal, he denies those because he can make more money using chemicals and patenting it. And so he hides the truth. And for years he's hidden the truth. And people pour millions into things that are totally fallacious. They don't work. For instance, chemotherapy to cure cancer, it doesn't cure cancer. It'll retard the development of the tumor, but it won't ever get rid of the cancer. And yet they spend millions on it when there are products that God put in the earth for our healing. The leaves are for the healing of the nations. And when we start looking, we realize that man is very limited in his knowledge. Politicians arise, politicians go. I've seen generations of politicians. They've come, they've thought they've got the answer to everything, and they go. And the sooner the one in America goes, the better. That so-called president, God deliver us, is destroying the one place which seemed to have the most hope in the earth. Christianity was the bedrock of the United States, and now it's become the rock of Islam. And I don't like it. I don't like his way. I don't like his attitudes, his doctrines. Obama is a total liar. He's lied so many times about so many things that I think he's forgotten what truth is. Terrible. And we need to realize that God raises up men, God takes men down, but the world goes on forever. The world that God created, the whole of creation. You know, there's wonderful men of God who rose up. Oliver Cromwell built education into our system in England. He built a navy that went around the world conquering. He built things, he invested in things. He had a vision from God. He was a Puritan. But he left, and Charles II came. And you look through history, you see men who rise up and seem to be the answer. But there's only one answer. There's one who came. His name is Jesus. He came and he laid his life down for you and I, shed his precious blood. He was without sin. He was God and man, God incarnate. And he comes to give you his life. He wants you to have his life within. He wants to transform your whole being so that you can understand. And when you look out at nature, you see the wonderful things of the heart of God the Father. Everything's there for us to enjoy. And God is a good God. He loves you. So open your heart to him and to the only one in whom there is salvation. There's no other name under heaven whereby you can be saved but the name of Jesus. God bless you. God keep you. And may you find his love and grace.